We're joined now by our MASN Orioles insider, Roch Kubatko, here at practice. As you can tell, there's a lot of fans here for this practice today, Roch. For fans who aren't here, can you give us a little explainer as to what the Orioles are doing with their time off this week?
Shouldn't these kids be in school?
I know.
Is that funny? Right? Where schools closed all throughout the city and the counties? Yeah, I mean, it's a workout week. Anybody thought the Orioles were going to take advantage of the bye by just resting and healing? That's not happening. They got Monday off, and now they've scheduled for different times of the day, the next 3 days, certainly, their own workout schedule with bullpen sessions, live BP, a lot of infield work, and then Friday they'll have the formal day before game one workout, and actually have the formal interview sessions and everything else. We're a little out of practice with this. We haven't covered the playoffs in a while, but this is a way for them to stay sharp, still getting some rest, but they don't want to let play laying back too much. Brandon Hyde said, look, guys, rest up, but stay focused, stay sharp, and that's why they're going through a lot of drills.
Now, some of the guys who are here staying sharp are not players who finished the season on the active roster. We know there's a taxi squad for the playoffs. Can you tell us about some of the players who are here that might be on the taxi squad and how that taxi squad for the playoffs works?
Yeah, I mean, it's apparently an unlimited number, but I think you want to keep it reasonable.
Right.
And at least for now, there are 4 players here who didn't end the season on the active roster. 2 of them are the relievers, Mike Baumann, Brian Baker, and I would think Baumann would be like the top seed if you were adding somebody else because he appeared in 60 games. But also you have Ryan McKenna, the extra outfielder, and Anthony Bemboom, so certainly going to carry a third catcher, and that's only in case of an injury. Now they could add some others later. I looked around, I did not see Jackson Holliday anywhere, didn't see Colton Cowser anywhere, but again, you can have guys later. But it would be a lot easier if we knew how many pitchers and position players are carrying. But at least 4 guys, it looks like, will be on that taxi squad.
And you mentioned Mike Baumann as a player who might be on that roster bubble. What are some of the roster moves that you're going to be looking at, maybe some battles here that we could see?
Yeah, well, again, you can carry up to 13 pitchers. So they could go with 13-13 split. They could go 14 position players, 12 pitchers. I believe the Rays for the wild card only had 11 pitchers. So we're still waiting to find out how that's going to break down. If it's 13 position players, and of course they had 14 before that, you just have to drop one. And that could end up being Heston Kjerstad. I think a key here is finding out the opponent. It's like, okay, between the Rays and the Rangers, do you need the extra left-handed bat on the bench, depending if they're heavy with the right-handed starters, or are you better off the other way? If you want to add a Ryan McKenna and you're only going 13, then you're going to have to drop 2 guys. There's a lot of movement here. It would depend on the size of the rosters. But I would think right now, if you carry the extra position guy and you go 14 and you're not using McKenna, then you just keep it the way it was at the end, which includes Kjerstad. So I think a lot of it is going to be, do they want that extra left-handed bat, or do they value more defense and speed?
Well, we'll hope that the fans at home are writing that down. A few moving pieces.
I confused myself. I don't even know what I just said.
Our MASN Orioles insider, Roch Kubatko. We'll talk to you again soon.
Thanks.